Good Friday evening. We're outside in the beautiful sunshiny day, really enjoying it, and it is just so beautiful. And we wanted to jump on the Lore Masters channel and bring a new story thought. It's a character from the Paw Patrol, Zuma, and the Lore Master decided that he wanted to put Zuma in the Hazbin Hotel universe. So it's a alternate universe, and it's very interesting. Hope you'll like it. Follow and share and keep tuning in for more new stories from the Lore Master. So like I said, we're going to start with the backstory of how Zuma got into Hazbin Hotel. So here we go. Zuma never wanted to be a soldier. He didn't grow up dreaming of guns or medals or marching in line. He grew up with waves, sea spray, sunlight, and the smell of salt. His grandparents once owned an old sailing boat. Nothing fancy, but magical to him. He learned to swim before he learned to run. He learned to read the tide before he could read a book. The ocean wasn't water to him. It was home. But home got stolen. Literally, their boat was taken and sold somewhere in the Caribbean when he was still a kid. It broke something in the family, but not in Zuma. If anything, it made him obsessed. He promised himself that one day he'd go back to the water and never leave it again. Then the war he never chose happened. Vietnam happened. The draft hung over boys like a shadow. Every 18-year-old lived in silent dread. But Zuma, he didn't dread it quietly. He refused. Not out loud, because that would have gotten him dragged off faster. But inside, he knew he would rather die than kill strangers in a jungle for a government he didn't trust. He wasn't built for war. He was built for waves, for coral reefs, for warm sand, for sunsets over blue water. So he ran. He disappeared before the draft board could even send the letter. He crossed borders, changed names, lied through his teeth, and followed the ocean until it delivered him to Montego Bay, Jamaica. It was paradise. Crystal water, wild reefs, fish like living jewels, no mud, no guns, no screaming generals. He found work as a lifeguard, then a diver, then a tour guide for clueless American tourists who didn't know how to swim. Everyone who met him thought he was carefree. The truth was darker. Every day, Zuma expected the military to find him, drag him back, force him into a war he never believed in. Every knock on the door made his heart race. Every unfamiliar boat on the horizon made his blood run cold. And because he knew any day could be his last day of freedom, he lived like tomorrow didn't exist. Parties on the beach, rum at sunset, night swims under moonlight, adrenaline, chaos, hedonism. If fate was coming for him, he wanted to enjoy every breath before it did. Then the tragedy. Zuma didn't die in Vietnam. He died running from it. Whether it was a storm at sea, a drowning rescue, a boat accident, or something darker, you can decide. But when Zuma opened his eyes in hell, he wasn't surprised. He just sighed, brushed imaginary sand off his shoulders, and muttered, "Figures." And the ocean blue glow in the distance told him something comforting. Even hell had water. Hope you like that. There's another segment to this to give you what Zuma looked like when he woke up at the Hazbin Hotel in the alternate universe. And we hope you'll stay tuned for the next part. Have a good weekend. See you later.